Hello, welcome everyone. So very quickly, we are going to do the responsiveness of this website we just finished building for our client. So let me show you what this looks like in the front end. So you're not gonna see my face today because I actually be using my mobile phone to do the iPhone mirroring. I'll mirror the screen while we do the mobile responsiveness. So for the sake of this, let me show you what this looks like. So we've done the main projects and this is how it looks like. Very beautiful layout, are very sweet, sleek. Everything works well from top to the bottom. Right now, the problem with this is that when you inspect this on mobile device, you see that everything seems to not be very okay. Most things, by the way, not everything, because while I'm doing my work, I'm doing them in a way where they get almost responsive for the future breakpoint settings. Okay, what this means is in the beginning, while you're doing the main layout, it actually cascades down. Now, don't mind the header and the footer. I've already done this breakpoint responsiveness already. As you can see from here, I've done the responsiveness for the header and also done the responsiveness for the footer here. That's why you can see them work well for those other layouts. So for those of us who are new to responsiveness, I want to teach you something very, very quickly. Now, if you actually are new in responsiveness, there are things you need to do to set an extra option in Elementor to show you this option, which is the laptop responsiveness on your designer. Okay, usually it comes with the desktop, the tablet, and the mobile. So this is how to do it. Click on the option settings from over here and scroll down till you find the option that says layouts. In layout, you're going to scroll down until you find this thing that says breakpoint. Click on it and then click on this option and add laptop. Laptop is already added, that's why it's there. If you remove laptop from here, you can add it up by clicking this area, hit on laptop again, and you save your work. Okay, that's how to add that extra responsiveness. And by the way, if you want to make your work responsive in the future, like I said in the earlier video, what you need to do is to make sure you set up the responsive options from over here. So you can decide to say the content width on desktop, I want it to be 1350. On laptop, I want it to be automatically cascaded down to 900 pixels, which is my default, and I'm giving you my cheat code for responsiveness. On mobile, I want it to be 90%. You switch this to 90% instead of pixel. Now it's switched to percentage on tablet, and on mobile, it's gonna be 90% also. Sometimes I do mobile 85%, depending on the website I'm working on. The last one I worked on, it was 85% on mobile, and tablets 90%. So when you're done with this, you can close down on this and save and leave. So those are the basic things you need to know. You can reload your page. Basic things you need to do. After you're done with that, you'll see that you have a new option for laptop breakpoint at the top of your screen. So we are going to be very, very quick in this particular responsiveness. As you can see, the desktop responsiveness is done already because this is the first level of your building. You get a point. Now we're going to do the next one for the laptop, and we're going to do the next for the tablet, and we're going to do the last one for the mobile. See, responsiveness is very easy. What makes it more easier is if you have fixed this layout sizing like the one we just did now. Okay, it's more easy because you now just have to select this thing, work on the content inside, not working on the left and right anymore, because left and right have been fixed already for you. So the hero section is already done. This hero section is images. These are images. That's why we don't need to do any responsiveness here. These are images, bunch of images. So the client wants it to be bunch of images, so we make it bunch of images. So we don't do responsiveness here. This one is responsive by default. Okay, now to make it very clear so you can understand, let me show you what it means when I say it's images. Okay, so you see it's images that we just designed and then created the layout for the client. Some clients like their design to be like this. Some clients don't like it to be like. Some clients just like it to be products on the header hero section. Some clients want it to be image of celebrities in the hero section, right? So it depends on the one the client wants. Now we get into the next. Select on this section, go to the advanced layout. Is it top and bottom? Now we have to set the padding top and padding bottom. I like to keep it at 60 pixels. 60. Some people leave their own at 120 pixels like this. It's too much. Okay, so bring it down to 60 pixel here and 80 pixel bottom. So that's the responsiveness you have to set first. You go to the next one, you check it. I've done the responsive layout from here a little. That's why we are having. Before now, this one was like this. I was doing the responsiveness. I decided to just start this series. This one was like this, so you have to respond it like this, right? And I will bring in more of this series in the future, more of the series of my clients' website responsiveness, so you can learn how to make responsiveness. I'll promise to do that from now henceforth. What you need to do for me is share this video as it's done. Make sure you comment on it, what you think you like about it, or any question you have. I will be there if I'll make out chance for you. We are done with this. We go to the next one. We make sure that the header and the footer is 60%, 80% bottom. padding top and padding bottom on laptop breakpoint, right? And we select on this one. You see that this layout now is not showing the 4 content. It's showing 3.5, but we want it to just show 3 content. Column 3, centered content. Centered content is what is supposed to show that content. You see it? It's now enabled. It's now having it 1, 2, 3. Let it just be 3 like this. I don't want it to have that extra layout where it will show you 1 at the end. No, I don't want that. Let it just be 3, and that is good. If you want to now respond this, now make it 4, you can now select these options and make it 4. By the way, I'll be bringing you guys more tutorials on how to make these things work in different options, right? Okay, good. We are done with this. We go to the next section. By the way, remember to always remove all of the padding around these on the desktop breakpoints. Go to the desktop breakpoint to clear off that padding. There's a padding that is created by default. Okay, so go to the next section. You see the padding top here is taking the responsibility of the first breakpoint. So we go in here, we give it, you already know what it's supposed to be. We give it a 60, and we give this one bottom 80. We are good to go with that. But these contents here, they don't look very nice, but don't worry. This is just showing you this on this point. Usually this shows on laptop it will be wider. Mind you, we are making the breakpoint for laptop, not tablet. So this is okay as it is. Don't mind the way it squishes the content. Don't mind it. You can either select on this and reduce the size a little. You copy it and paste style here, and also paste style here. Don't worry, Elementor is coming up with a new tool option that enables you to use classes to control this thing. So which means if you resize one here, it applies to all of the content that have that same class. We are going to talk about that in the V4, Elementor V4, when it will be launching. I will show you guys. I want it to launch first so that I'll show you guys everything you need to know. So we are done with the laptop responsiveness. So now we go into the what? Tablet responsiveness. But you need to click on a section at the top before you click on tablet. Else, if you click on tablet, it will take you down to the bottom part again. Why? Because you are already clicked on that one. So make sure you are click a section, then click on tablets. Just want to allow you to see that problem. So you see the hero section is also okay for what we have. Since the header have been responded, you see it is working fine. We don't have any problem whatsoever from there. So now we go down here. We see the padding top and padding bottom. We are okay with what we have from there. But the text here, we don't like it. It's too squished, and we don't want text here to be more than 3 lines. So what we do, we make it what? We make it 2 lines. You see it? And the text here is too bogus, so we have to cascade it down. Or is it okay like that? No, let's bring it down to 40 pixels. It's too much. And the content spacing is too squished, so we expand it a little like this. Right? That squishing is okay for the desktop version, but it's not okay for when you are cascading down. The more you cascade down, the more you release a content. If you squish it, it becomes more inconvenient for people to enjoy the content. We are going to paste that same style here. We are going to deal with this. We are going to paste that same style here. I hope you know what we are doing right now. We are going to paste that same style here, so we don't need to come back here and do that one for that particular text. So we go up again. We scroll down. You see, this particular layout, are we okay with the way it looks? Are we really okay with the way it looks? Select on this. This space here, I only want it on the laptop and desktop. I don't want it on tablet because, as you can see, it's sharing it for all of the layouts. Or do we want it? Anyway, let's just leave it for now. Okay? If you don't want it, you can remove it and, proceed with the rest of the things you're doing. And from here, we can decide we want it to be two products, but here it's okay to be 3 products each. Right? Scrolling down here, you see this layout. You see, it doesn't make sense anymore. Select on this. If you start reducing the size of this text, it doesn't make any sense when the width of the text is not even up to 100% of the container it is relying on. So what we do, we go to the width, go to the advanced, and make it 100%. You see, it fixes that problem in a go. Select on this. The gap around this is okay on laptop and also on desktop, but it's not okay on tablets. So we go to settings, go to advanced, and the gap around it, we bring it down to 30 pixels. You see, everything is coming down in place. Very good. The video here, I think we like the size that is over there. We scroll down here, you see this particular section, we want it to be left aligned. And then we go over here, go to the typography area, line height, we bring it down a little like this. Then we go to the font itself. The font is not okay for this one, though here is where we are going to break the rule. Okay, what rule are we breaking? We are breaking the rule of not using the same. Switch this. Don't use M's. Always use pixels as somebody who is starting up in design. Okay, space it out. What rule are we breaking? This is a heading text, and all heading text should be the same size. But we are breaking this rule because this is not just a heading text. This is a statement heading text, and sometimes it is larger than the width, and it cascades what in a bracket or in a kind of a column where it breaks down to the next section. We don't want that option at all. So we fix that. We remove that option from there. You see that we have a container here, and the container is actually pushing itself to the next section under this particular content. How do we fix that? Select on the container guiding those two containers. Look at the container in case you don't know the container. You see the container guiding these two contents. Select on this, and we have to make it what? Vertical. Respond it to be what? Vertical, like this, right? It's now vertical, but the content inside here is taking space that is not supposed to be taken. So we want it to be on, you see why it's taking space? It's taking pixel. This is why responsiveness is good. It's taking the space of pixel. So it's not respecting the container it is inside, because here we have a container, which is the div guide under the section. We have a container, the div guiding every content inside. Inside that content, we have two containers inside it. And those two containers should make all content become inside of them. But those content must have to rely on the responsibility called percentage styling. The percentage styling is not applied to this container. That is why it is what? Misbehaving. It's a prodigal son. So we have to bring it back home. So we select on percentage and make it what? 100%. So you see, it's now relying on the content inside it. Even if we select on that container and go to the layout and make it horizontal, it is not going to disobey. You get it? But now we're going to make it vertical. Now we make it vertical, select on the content inside here, make it 100%. Okay, 100%. Select on this one. Why we are not going to copy that style and paste here? Because it's not the same color. Select on this one, select on this, and make it 100%. So the space between these elements are too much. We don't want that too much of space. So what do we do there? I think the space is not even that container that is making it. It is this content. Bottom is 32. I think this one bottom also is 32. Let's select on that content. Bottom is 32. So we remove the bottom 32 and it fixes that problem. Right? We are good to go with that one, and we have our content at this area. Now, next thing we need to do, we have to remove the space around all of this content. Let's do it from the first breakpoint, because if we do it from that other breakpoint, it's not going to cascade down. So we do it from first breakpoint, remove it, and let's see if there's another container we have to remove, because there's an extra space here that we don't want, because that little space plays a vital role on the mobile responsiveness. Else you see that your content, you are giving it a space and it's taking more space than it's supposed to take. So go here, also remove this container gapping. Go here also and we remove the container gapping. You see, we are done with that one. What we need to do now, you see this thing have taken a different shape because we copied the style that is doesn't belong to it. So we have to go back here, make it responsive like this. Go back to the container area, go to the default, set it to custom, and from over here we can now make it responsive to this size. Select on the container guiding everything and make sure, or select on that content itself, make sure everything is cascaded to the left side. And the line height, let's reduce the line height like this. Perfect. So you see, we are good to go. Also, always make sure that your text from left and right is equal. This text and this text is not the same thing. You see it, this text is lesser than this text, but that's not the topic for now. So let's get back to that breakpoint. You see that everything now is okay, but the problem we're having is that there is no much gapping between this content. So go to the first one, select on the container guiding everything, right? And we go to layout and we give it a gapping of 30 pixels so that there will be much space from there. Then it will also cascade down. Very good. So we are good to go. Select on this now. On tablet, we make it 100%. From here, you see it's good. Then this one cascade vertically, and this is okay for what we want, giving all that space, extra space that we need from there. Everything here is okay, right? We go down here. You know what we are supposed to do here? Select on this container, confirm that the padding top and padding bottom is okay. Select on this, and we make this one percentage, and we increase it a little to be 2 lines only. Select on this. Is the space too much? It's not too much. It's okay. Then we select on this one. We know what to do from this side. We go to the carousel. These ones are just extra curriculum. Let's cascade it down to 2. We are good to go. Select on this one. Cancel this thing. Give you this authority. 60 pixels. You see it cascades down. But this one is not respecting that rule of left and right. Why is it not? Because it is not in pixels, in percentage as it's supposed to be. Percentage, you set it to percentage, it should now cascade down to what? 90 pixels. But if it doesn't, you have to set it up yourself. But now you see that we are having a greater problem because this content cannot be like this. Is what responsiveness is all about. So what you do is what? Select on the container inside of that, which is the grid here, and we are going to cascade the grid container to be what? To what? Cascade vertically. Column item from here, we can now set it to 1. You see? And then the other ones cascade down. We can also set it to 2. You see? It will also be fair like this, but I don't like having extra space here. That's why I like it to be 1. Right? This is fair enough, and it's okay for me. For me, it is very okay. Then we have other shop, other products, and then we have the footer. So we save our work. Whenever you finish any responsive layout, save your work. Oh, don't leave it, because you might just have an error and you have to start afresh. Responsiveness is not child's play. So we now get to the final version, which is the mobile responsiveness, and this is where we have to what? Introduce our device. Okay, so let me open my device mirroring. Okay, this is our device mirroring, and why it cancelled that is because we are already on so this is what it looks like on mobile. This is exactly what it looks like on mobile. So we have several problems from here. From the header, we're having a problem, like the header is actually colliding on this other one, so we have to fix that one first. So we have to go to the header element, select on this. For now, I will suggest we remove it from sticky, because it's already sticky. We are having a sticky option here which enables that option, so we save it. And when we remove that option, we are going to have a problem where on desktop it's not going to be overlaying the content anymore. But that's not a problem. We are going to fix that. How are we going to fix that? How we are going to fix that? You see how this thing is now. Look at on mobile, on desktop, it's not having a problem because it's now overlaying on this other content. It is very okay like this. But now we have removed it from sticky, we are going to have a problem, which I'm going to show you right now. We have number 1 slide, we have number 2 slide. You see that effect at the top that makes this content be beneath this particular element. That effect will no more be when we remove that sticky option. So when we save this work and check it from the front end, you see how it will look like right now. Let me remove this. You see it's no more having that effect anymore. That place is just pure white, and I don't really feel comfortable about it, and it's giving us too much of space here. We need to scroll too much. I don't like that. So how do we fix this? How we fix this is very easy. We are going to have a different image for the mobile. And how do we create this different image? We are going to create a different image layout. The height is going to be longer than the width, so create this kind of layout that is going to work on mobile. We reduce it something like this. We hit on enter. This is okay for the mobile as we want it. Can remove this. This is just a simple logo I created for the clients, just for the sake of what we are making. So bring this one closer to this one. So one thing we can do here is just copy this section, copy everything here, copy everything, copy. And we go over here and we paste it, right? Now, the first thing we need to do is select all these elements, move all of them up here, right? And then select this one, move them beneath here. Move them beneath here. Let's have a little space. Very good. Then we must make sure it's under everything. See that button? It's not under that button. If we move it up a little more, it's going to cover everything. So make sure it's under everything. You see? Then we can reduce the size a little like this. We expand this left and right. This is okay. Hit on enter. Let's scale it up a little. I'm just trying to show you guys. Then we select the background. The background must be the same color with this particular. If you look, this color and this color is not the same thing. There is a place in the middle that is not the same color. Trying to take time to show you guys responsiveness. Okay, depending on the kind of, you see now it's same color because we now make the same color of this particular part to this part. Okay, so let's lock this one. Let's lock this command and in your keyboard if you are using Mac, command control and slash on your MacBook. Select on the background, control and slash. So select on this one. We have to, what do we do here? Let's bring this one a little bit closer to it. Bring this one a little bit closer to it. Select this one and bring it a little bit closer to itself. So let's reduce the size a little and move it up a little. Okay, look at what we are going to do. We are going to increase the size a little like this. And we are going to expand this area so that we can have space for that header. Right? We are trying to create space for that header. Right? Now we have done that. Hit on enter and go to the background again. Expand that background. right? So this is what we have for our mobile. So we save this work. Save it. We go to JPG and we save it to the desktop. Make sure the size is within 500 and 300 pixels. So we go back here. Now we can now re-enable that option, right? We can re-enable that option. Let me show you something very quickly. So we go here, I see how it's looking now. This is not what we want. We want it to be a mobile version of this thing so that we can now have this content, which means we can now go back. Now, let me show you what we have done. Since we have removed that header, that header option, let me show you what we have done on mobile, right? We go to mobile, we refresh this page. We hit enter. You see it have cascade down. It have bring that thing down. It is okay now on mobile, but on desktop, we are not having that effect. Even on mobile, we are not having that effect of what? It's having that kind of, that kind of underneath effect, reflecting the content underneath, which makes the effect make sense. Though clients might even like this thing like this, so you're right, but we don't want it like this. Let's fix that problem once and for all. So we go back to the responsiveness again. We enable the sticky and we save it, and we have the problem again. I like problems. So we have the problem again. Right? We have the problem again. Let's fix that problem right now without running away from it. So we go to the desktop, the carousel. We go to the carousel. There are two ways we can do this. If we try to do it with the content we have here, the image we have here on mobile, let's go to mobile and see if we can change the image. You can't change the image of this carousel on mobile. You see it? If you change the image, it will reflect the image on desktop also. We can't have the version on mobile, a different version on desktop. So in this case, what we do is to duplicate this carousel we have created already, or duplicate the container we have created already. So close this down, close this down, close this one down, close this one down, close this one down, so we don't get confused. So the first container, let's rename this container to hero. By the way, you should be renaming all your container. So we click option and we duplicate the hero. So we have two hero. Let's call this one hero mobile, so we can differentiate it, right? So we have hero mobile and hero desktop. One thing we can do is to select on the hero desktop and go to advanced, and we go to responsiveness. And in the responsiveness, we don't want it to show on mobile, but we want it to show on tablets, desktop, and laptop. You see? Then we go to hero on mobile. We don't want it to show on desktop, laptop, and mobile, and the tablet, but we want it to show on mobile only. You see how we did that? Which means this one now will show on desktop, this one will show on mobile. But this is not the images we want on mobile. So we have to go to carousel and we delete the carousels that we have from here. Okay, let's do that from the select on carousel. You can't even delete from there. Delete this one, delete this one. Have only one carousel, right? You can't change the image from there. Under the carousel, click on the slider option, select on the image, and we select on this. Go to the desktop, the image we have created on the desktop. Where is the desktop? This is the desktop. Let's find that image. Look at it over here. Import it, and we select it. You see, it have set the image for itself. We publish it. We don't want slides for now. I just wanted to show you, okay, let's just do slides. Let's just do slides. If you want to do multiple slides, you know that you have to set this for different images. You know, we designed this thing for different images. We have different styles for this. We have different styles for this. You see this one? We have to also do that responsiveness for this one. Do it for all of them. You get the point? But we are just doing one. I'm just trying to show you how one will look. So now let's go to our desktop. You see how we did it? We made this one show only on mobile, and we make the other one show only on desktop. So if you go to desktop breakpoint now, you see this one that we set. But if you go to mobile breakpoint, you see the short one that we set, right? That's how it is. So now let's go to the front end and see the work that we've done. Refresh. We see the effect is still what? Active. The effect is still working and active. Now let's go to the mobile and we refresh now. We hit on enter. See how beautiful this is going to look. Very beautiful. You see? This is just how responsiveness works. There is no big deal in responsiveness. It's as simple as how responsiveness is. Everything here works perfectly well. Click on your search bar. You see you can search based on categories and all of that. So this is it. We are done with this on mobile. So let's minimize this and proceed with our responsiveness. Remember, we have not done with our responsiveness. We just did one for the mobile, for the hero section, right? Come over here. We select on this and we expand it to 100%. Remember, the width of this is 90% for all of them. Select on this. I don't like the spacing. The spacing is too much. So click on this. The spacing works depending on the font you are using. So contrast it again a little more. The font is okay. Size of the font is okay. Select on this. The size of the spacing here, up and bottom, is okay as well. select on this. I don't like the space around this content. I don't even want any space around our content at all. I don't want the space. So we go to this area, padding. I don't want any padding. Just remove the padding totally. Perfect. The space between these bottom parts, we don't want it. Close down that thing. We want everything to be jammed together. I love it like that. Love things to be jammed together. So the font of all of this content is too much. So we go to title. We have to make the font of those content a little bit lesser. So bring it down a little. I think this is okay. Raise it up a little. Perfect. This is okay. So we are done with that. Let's go to the next section. You see, this section is very sweet. Very, very sweet. We didn't see this text. Okay, it's appeared. The space around this is too much. Let's just bring it down to 10. Okay. We need to create more space. We need more space. We need space. This content is not showing on mobile. Why? Let's scroll down and find out why. Let's go to responsiveness. We make sure that it's showing. Everything is showing there. Select on the container inside it. I think that is because, let's see why it's not showing on mobile. Let's see if it is because the video is not enabled to play on mobile. You see, it's not enabled to play on mobile. So enable that. Always enable that play on mobile. So it will now be showing. Play once, no. This is for video. Privacy mode. All these ones are not necessary. Why is this text not showing? This text is supposed to be showing. So let's see why the text is not really showing. Responsiveness, everything is okay from there. Let's check the text color. Okay. Let's set it back to black. It's a bug, a little bug, tiny little bug. So from here, select on this and the bottom, clear off the bottom. We don't need anything in that bottom part. This okay. This okay too. This okay. And this one, you already know what to do from here. Expand it. This is not okay. Text, letter spacing, just shrink it. Just a tiny little. Don't do too much. Then over here, the spacing is okay. Testimonial is okay. Testimonial sections are okay. Testimonial sections are okay from here. And we are done. So we are done with our responsiveness, and that is how everything works. There is no big deal in this. When you finish your responsiveness, go back and check it on mobile and confirm that everything is okay before you now see this mobile version that we put here. And by the way, if you have something like this and you don't like to be seeing it, but you want it to be still available, go to the hero section on mobile, select on it. You can just click on this eye sign from over here. It will hide it while you do what you want. I usually use that on the hero section. I'll be bringing more lessons on the header, how to do the responsive of the header. That one we do separate one, and then the footer will do separate one. But in the future, all of the sessions and all of the lessons we are going to be having for responsiveness, we are going to be doing them. Now let's check on mobile again and confirm that everything here is working perfectly fine. So we hit on enter and we scroll down. You see, very beautiful, very beautiful. Though the PC is lagging, not even the PC. It is based on the tool I'm using. This thing I'm using on normal mobile is perfectly fine. Wow, this is very beautiful. This is a beautiful work of art. You see, this is how it usually looks on mobile. So whenever you are building a website, make sure you are checking it on mobile also. Don't just check the thing on desktop or how it look like on mobile and desktop. If you check it like this from here now, how it look like here, it doesn't work like that. Always check it on your mobile device and confirm everything is okay from there before you can now proceed with the rest of the things. So this is it. If you have any question, do let me know in the comment section. I take pride in teaching lessons like this, not all this template and theme, how to use templates. Don't use templates. You can build a custom website and make it look sleek and make more sense. This is not what template can provide you. Template can provide you this level of customization. So the best practice is for you to learn how to design website. If you want to learn how to design website, we have a course in our website, designer.com. You can contact me. We'll be setting up the payment option, making it available very soon for everyone to have access. You see, scroll down here, you see our Elementor course from over here. You can click on purchase course to see everything you need to know about the course from over here. You see, you can read everything, the module, the courses, the course timeline, can go through everything. See the fundamentals, see our courses here, very detailed course content where we teach you everything you need to know about customizing or building a customizable website. If you want to purchase the course, just scroll down until you get to the footer area, or contact us by clicking on these search icons, or contact me from any of these options you see from here. Okay, and by the way, you can join our free learning platform from clicking on the channel link from over here. You can see it in the header. Click on the channel link, then it will take you to our course area where you see everything we do. These are free lessons. Our business in design, teach you business for free. Our business classes are for free. We don't pay for business classes. It's for free, at least for now. Time of you hearing this is for free. You can join that. If you want to get a host, please use this link. I really appreciate that. Get a hosting from Hostinga. I will get a little commission from that. And if you can contact me from Telegram, you can do that by scrolling down here and contact me from here. Let me know that you purchased a host with my affiliate link, and I'll give you 1 license for Elementor Pro for 1 year license. Right? You can check more videos from here. You can earn, in case you want to refer a client for us for web design, you can earn by clicking on this part, joining us, and contact me from there. You can see join our Facebook community is more than 52,000 members right now. We have our heated shift. You can just for our practical classes, and then scrolling down here, you will see the recent programs we have available, and you can click to join them. But before you join any of these, make sure you join the Boring School from here. You can also join the Boring School from here as well. Scrolling down, you can read more about me, a brief information, and join me in Telegram, TikTok, Instagram, and all of these other platforms if you have time. Okay? You can subscribe to our newsletter. It will be coming up very soon. By next year, we'll be sending newsletters and updates for blog posts and all guidelines you need to learn in design. So this is about our tutorial today on responsiveness for JFA Cosmetics. This is a real client project. This is not a demo, and all of the projects I'm going to be using for the future are going to be based on real client projects. Right? Do have a wonderful day and enjoy the rest of your day.